And welcome back to the channel, everybody. Here, Lucas from Mars, back with another episode of this MLB Show 22 Custom League. And in this one, we're going to jump into some player lock action here, as there's only, 4 or 5 games in to this season. But already we've seen some highlights from guys like Jose Miranda here and some of these younger players. And Jose Miranda to start the season has been absolutely insane. He's 10 for 17 right now with 6 doubles and a triple. We saw him in his first ever start. He went, 4 for 5 in that game with 2 doubles and a triple. He's got 5 RBIs right now already and over 1,000. Slugging percentage, 10 hits and 7 of them are extra base hits. That is pretty insane. Obviously, he's not going to be doing this throughout the entirety of the year, but this is one of the quicker starts that I've really ever seen a young guy like this get out to in the majors. He has just been absolutely on fire, and so we're going to go in a quick managed game or a player lock game with him against the Nashville Stars here. Richmond at 3-2 on the year going into this game, and here's Jose Miranda batting in the top of the second inning. There is 2 out and 1 man on base here. Mackenzie Gore pitching for Nashville, his first start of the year. That was just a regular ground ball out to second base. Francisco Lindor taking care of that play to end the top of the second inning. Nashville's got a hit so far, but nothing else doing. And so we're in quick managing here. Walker Buehler pitching in his second start of the big leagues, or in this season here, and that's a double and an RBI. Richmond on the board first. That was Cody Bellinger there getting a ribby. And so it's 1-0 as Jose Miranda strides to the plate. 10 for 18 on the year, as he grounded out a last time up 556 with that average. A man on first base, exact same situation that he faced in the second inning, basically, as that's a fly ball. Hit pretty well, but right to Mike Trout out there in center, and he takes care of it to get the final out. So we're moving on to the top of the 6th, and right now Richmond is ahead 3-0, and Nashville's offense has been shut down by Walker Buehler, it looks like. And Ronaldo Lopez is pitching right now. That's a ball driven. That ball is down, and it's going to go over the wall for a ground rule double. Brilliant swing right here by Miranda on a pitch that was on the outside part of the plate, and that one does just barely go over the wall. That's already Miranda's 7th double this season. That is absolutely insane. Now he's down to Duvall. Only batting 111, so he only has like 2 hits or something right now. And we did see one of them. That was the home run that he had on opening day. That's a swing and a miss and a strikeout, though. And that is the first out of this inning. Lopez maybe was struggling a little bit, at least in this inning, although only faced a couple of batters so far. But here is Gene Segura with our man Miranda on second base, looking to be driven home. That's a line drive. That actually did fall in for a single here, but they were not going to test the outfielder there. So Miranda stays put at third base, doesn't go around and score. So men on the corners for Aledmys Diaz, only batting 115 right now. Only has a couple of hits so far early on this season, but he's got an RBI opportunity right now with a man 90 feet away. And the 0-1, that's a stolen base try here by Segura, and he is thrown out at second base. So Gene Segura trying to take a bag right there. He does not get to first or to second base in time. And yeah, that throw got him in plenty of time there. And Manny Pena, he's a hard catcher to run on. He's great defensively. So now there's 2 down in the inning, and Diaz here facing a 1-2 count from Lopez. And the pitch is driven deep to left field. Wow, that ball is crushed, and Schwarber looks as that one is gone. Home run. A big swing by Aledmys Diaz. His first homer of the year, and a 5-0 lead now for Richmond. So Jose Miranda does come around to score after all. That would have been a 3-run homer if Gene Segura wasn't just thrown out at the plate, but man, a no-doubter to left field by Diaz. That ball was crushed. And yeah, Lopez frustrated after giving up that home run right there. And just frustration all around as there's a runner thrown out at the plate there as they were trying to score another run. Mike Trout does finally get Nashville on the board with a home run. That wasn't just the first run that Walker Buehler has allowed all season this year. As here's Paul Goldschmidt, only 3 for 16 to start the year. He was, runner-up in terms of MVP voting last season. He was one of the best hitters in baseball last year, and it's a ground ball at like a two-hopper right to Miranda. Takes his time with a throw, but he makes it in plenty of time to end the 6th inning. And the Rhinos right now looking well on their way to another win here this season to improve to 4-2. And here's Jose Miranda back up again. 550 average, keeping that OPS at a nice 1.591. That's ridiculous. Now Michael Wacha is pitching for Nashville here, and that's a fly ball. It was good timing here, but it's going to be run down and caught out there in left field. Or in right field, I mean, there was 2 runners on base, but Michael Harris there making that catch. So that might be the last time he bats here in this game, although who knows? Richmond tracks down another run. That's another double by Cody Bellinger. My goodness. His second double of the game. And we will see one more at bat from Jose Miranda, it looks like, in this game as we're in the bottom of the 8th inning. And, man, this game has been just a disaster for Nashville. They're on 7-1. Walker Buehler is still pitching right now. He's at 103 pitches at the moment. That's a ground ball to Miranda, who makes that out there. So 1 down here in this bottom of the 8th. Walker Buehler, man. What a start through a couple of starts for him on the season so far. 1 run in 16 innings this season as he does get through the 8th. And Jose Miranda here is going to lead off the top of the 9th. That average sitting at 524. It might go down to 500 in this at bat, and he doesn't get a hit here. That's a fly ball. It's very deep to center. Trout is near the wall, and he makes the catch. Jose Miranda hit that ball into the deepest part of the ballpark. He still doesn't have that first home run in his big league career. That one was, I mean, that's a tall wall out there in center. You have to hit that ball a long way to get it over that wall. And that's going to be the end of the game. So a pretty easy win right here for Richmond, a complete team victory. They win this game 7-1 over Nashville. They are now 4-2 on the year. And, I mean, I really cannot deny how good this team's pitching is. This Richmond Rhinos team is really good with the pitching staff. That's why they're about a 500 team last year. I don't know. Their offense right now is playing okay, playing pretty good. Who knows how long their, offensive success is going to last. But, boy, Jose Miranda in this one went 1 for 5 with a double, so didn't have an amazing day. But didn't strike out at all either in this one, so there's a success, I guess, in that respect. But Diaz had a couple of hits, that averaged up to 179. Bellinger had a good day, 3 for 3 with 2 RBIs and a walk. He now has 3 ribbies on the season. Abraham Toro has 7 RBIs right now and is batting .307, so he's been hitting the ball pretty well. Adam Duvall has 7 ribbies as well, only batting .143 though. But Walker Buehler, man, 1 run so far, 8 innings in this game, only 1 run given up all year. I don't know, he might have pitched a complete game against, who was pitching against the Crusaders in their Atlanta in their opening day game. I'm not sure, I can't remember how long of a game that he actually pitched in that one. But Mike Trout already has 3 home runs on the season. That's pretty incredible. And really, but besides him and Michael Harris, who had a really good opening day episode, really not a lot going right now offensively for Nashville. And Nashville's offense was the best in baseball all across the board last season. They were the best offensive team in the league. So, I mean, I do expect their offense to pick it back up again. And, some of these guys just right now off to slow starts at the moment for them. But they didn't really lose a lot of talent in the offseason. That's pretty much the lineup that they trotted out last year. And, Mackenzie Gore in this one gave up 3 runs in 4.2 innings. Reno Lopez also gave up 3 runs in 1.2 innings. Michael Wacha gave up a run as well. So that's a quick little introduction and a little quick 10 minutes or less than 10 minutes game there to begin this episode. We have a full game here between a couple of big-time pitching prospects, one of them being Paul Stevenson, who this Charlotte team acquired in a trade in the season last year. That was actually the trade, that was the Jose Miranda trade. Remember, if you remember that. So Jose Miranda was traded from Charlotte to, or maybe, I'm trying to remember what that trade was. But Paul Stevenson here they got him on a trade last year, and 62, 61, 63, and 52 per 9. His per 9s look really good. He's got 94 fast, speed on that two-seamer. The 83 velo is pretty good, so I really like where Paul Stevenson is at. And man, I'm trying to rack my head around how they got him. I'm like 90% sure that he did used to be on the farm system for Nashville, but I can't remember who they actually dealt to get him. But either way, Paul Stevenson making his Major League debut, and he's facing another really young pitcher here in Hunter Green. But here's a look at this team's top 10 prospects, and they have a lot of good prospects on this team. C.J. Abrams ranked number 7, Willie Rosado in AAA ranked number 10. Tyler Soderstrom, number 38. Cole Winn, number 53. He's also in the Major League team. KJ Harrison, William Chang, Hunter Brown, and there's Matthew Thompson and Paul Stevenson, and then Trey Sweeney down there at the bottom. That was the Clayton Kershaw trade. That's right. So remember, Paul Stevenson was acquired in the offseason this year through a deal that they traded Clayton Kershaw to the Nashville Stars. That's right. So here's Hunter Green, and Hunter Green batted 11 starts in 65 innings, so a pretty good sample size last year. And he had a 3.56 ERA and a 1.26 WHIP with 63 strikeouts. So honestly, Hunter Green last year, and his limited action, played for about a couple months of the season last year. He did really good, and he's one of the better young pitchers in baseball right now. As Columbus going into this game 2-2 on the season here, we've already seen Charlotte a little bit this year with all their rookies that we've seen debut for them. But yeah, I really like where Hunter Green is at. I think he's one of the best young rising pitchers in real life and in this game. He's got a lot of potential there, and because he can strike guys out really well. And here's the Pilots lineup to start this season. They have a 331 on base percentage, but you see KJ Harrison batting 437. Trey Sweeney right now is batting 500. I mean, those two rookies are right now just popping off like crazy. Adam Frazier is batting 313, so he's got a good average here going into this game, and that's only 2 pitches right here by Hunter Green, or 3 pitches so far in this game, and he's already got 2 outs. That's pretty awesome. That's a good start for you. Luis Robert now is going to ground it over to first base. That's Yuli Gurriel making a play there in a 5-pitch first inning for Hunter Green. How about that? So that's a good way to get settled into the game here. But yeah, here's Paul Stevenson, 20 years old, 6 feet exactly, 191 pounds, making his debut here in this one. So yeah, the Pilots, they gave up quite a bit. They gave up one of the better pitchers in baseball to acquire Stevenson. So, hopefully it's a trade that works out for both of those teams. With, Nashville wanting to win a title, they're looking to have him be, that key for them in their pitching rotation. And Charlotte still rebuilding right now, looking for all the young talent that they can get. As that's a hit by pitch of the first batter to begin things for Paul Stevenson. Not quite what we're looking for. Trying to steal this bag, though, and getting thrown out at second base is Corbin Carroll. Well, not a great jump right there by Corbin Carroll. Yeah, he doesn't jump. He doesn't get a good break on that ball, but he looks. I don't know. That was a close play. Maybe he was safe. I'm not sure, but no challenge from the Cardinals. So that base runner is wiped off the board, if you could say, for Columbus. Now that's a ground ball by Yuli Gurriel up the middle for a base hit. So, one runner wiped away, and then another one replaces him with Gurriel getting on. Well, here's now Trey Turner, batting third for this team, 375 average this season. Trying to steal second base now is Gurriel, and he is thrown out as well. Okay, and then what an interesting way to get your first couple of outs. I don't know if that was supposed to be a hit-and-run situation, because really Gurriel not exactly the fastest guy. He's like 39 years old in this game. But either way, that's a ball 4, and that's a walk. Trey Turner gets on base as they're throwing to first base here on a pickoff attempt is wild from Stevenson, and up to second base is going to go Trey Turner. What an interesting inning this has been for Paul Stevenson. 3 base runners, now a runner in scoring position. Randy Arozarena up. He's only batting 188 right now, and Randy Arozarena gets hit on the toe. A ball running inside, the second hit batter of the inning for Paul Stevenson, and now it's Harold Ramirez. A 294 average for Ramirez. He was the RBI leader on this team last year. He's already got a homer and 2 RBIs 4 games in. As the 0-1 to Ramirez is a line drive. That's a ground ball that gets past the shortstop. Trey Turner's going home, and he is going to be safe at the plate. Harold Ramirez gets his 3rd ribby of the year. A ground ball right back through the hole into left field. And I mean, only Trey Turner, one of the few guys that can actually score on that play. Man, now Jonathan Davis, who's batting .500 right now on the season. That ball goes in the dirt. This has been a pretty brutal inning for Paul Stevenson already. 24 pitches for him. 3-2, and that's ball 4. My goodness, this has been, I mean, 2 hit by pitches, 2 walks, and a couple of singles. I mean, we've seen like 5 or 6 base runners in this inning. That's a line drive speared at 3rd base. That ends the inning and finally ends a pretty brutal frame right there for Charlotte. I mean, a lot happened in that inning. A couple of hit by pitchers, a walk, a couple of hits, an error. Just a lot of things going on there that you not necessarily didn't want. But now we're in the top of the 2nd, and Manuel Margot is going to be at the plate here, batting .200 right now. And he's going to try and lay down a bunt here. This is a really good bunt. Wow. What a great bunt right there by Manuel Margot, and he's going to reach base. I love that. I love that call there. Get a guy with some speed that can lay down a bunt like that and get on base. I like to see that. Now Trevor Larnach is at the plate. He's already got 4 RBIs. He had like a 3-run home run, I believe, in the opening day game. So 2-2 count to him here. And that's a changeup swing and a miss. First strikeout of the season for Hunter Green. And the first of many, hopefully, for him this year. This is one of his biggest strengths of his game. He strikes out guys very effectively. Had almost a strikeout per inning last year in his 11 starts. Now here's KJ Harrison, who has been ridiculously good. He's like, I mean, look at this. So 438 on average right now. A 1.658 slugging percentage. 4 homers already this season. 1-2 to him. And Harrison is going to swing and crush this ball deep to left field. Does he have another one? He does! Oh my goodness! 5 games into the season. That's the 5th long ball this year already for KJ Harrison. This rookie is absolutely tearing the cover off the baseball so far this year. That's incredible. Another no-doubter for him this season. Man, we thought Jose Miranda was crushing the ball. I mean, he is crushing the ball to start the year. But this rookie, what he's been doing has been even more impressive. That is insane. 5 homers for KJ Harrison, who, you know, is a guy, I mean, his power numbers are pretty good. That was one of his better statistics. I just did not expect him. I mean, this is obviously, you know, only 4 games in. But this has been quite the start for him this year. One of those rookies that I didn't really know if I expected to do very much. He's one of the lowest rated rookies that we have in the major leagues this year. But, man, he is just on fire right now to begin this season. As Matt Duffy is also on fire. He is, you know, 444 average this season. And that's a first pitch strike to him. Count is at 1-2 to Duffy. And it's a swing and a miss! Beautiful changeup by Stevenson below the knees. And that is his first major league strikeout. He gets it against a veteran in Matt Duffy. Look at this pitch. Beautiful pitch as Duffy way out in front of it as that ball just dropped immediately in the strike zone. Now Corbin Carroll, he's going to swing and miss. A high slider, maybe not the best pitch to throw, but he kind of gets it, fools Carroll, and he just cannot catch up with it. So a couple of strikeouts. That was a much better bounce back inning right there from Stevenson. Now TJ Abrams, and he's going to swing and miss. That's a strike out on a 4-seam fastball high there. Second K for Hunter Green. Now it's Adam Frazier, and he's going to fly this one into center field. That one's going to be an easy play out there. I believe Corbin Carroll is playing center field. He is for Columbus. That ball is caught and still 2-1. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Here's Yuli Gurriel. at the dish. 1-2 to him. A two-seamer. And he's late on that one. And Stevenson's got number 3. So a few strikeouts here in quick succession. As up is Trey Turner. He walked and scored. Last time up, and he now flies this one into center. That one drops in just in front of the center fielder. So there's a hit for Trey Turner. He's averaging, his average is up to, about 400 now after that swing. And here's Yelder Ramirez, 6 for 18 so far this year. That's a ground ball to second base, or to shortstop, I mean. And they go the short way and get the out there for the end of the 3rd inning. So working around that base hit by Trey Turner. Now we go to the 4th. Both pitchers kind of settling in. At this point, here's Luis Robert, and he's going to swing and miss at a slider. Great pitch by Hunter Green there at the knees. I mean, perfect location right at the bottom of the zone. And, yeah, I mean, that pitch is just impossible to hit. It starts towards the middle of the plate and then just drops down there. I think Hunter Green's got some of the best stuff in the league right now. As that ball misses 1-2. So the pitch count is still really good for him. 5-pitch inning definitely helps that. He's only thrown 10 balls all game. Now Margot is going to swing and miss at a changeup. My, oh my, Hunter Green's off-speed stuff is working really well here effectively so far, as way late on that pitch right there was Margot. 2 down in the top of the 4th. As Trevor Lornick now, he is going to line this one right to first base. And Julie Gurriel there to make the play. So, yeah, both of these pitchers settling in now as we're into the middle innings and the bottom of the 4th coming up here with 2 down already in the inning. Here's Matt Duffy. Suffer the first strikeout of Stevenson's career. That's a ground ball to third base. Across the diamond, that is an out. The play made there. And we're going to go into the 5th inning now. Here's KJ Harrison. Of course, we know what he did last time up, and he's going to drive this one, and that one's going to fall and land in the outfield for a single. Just continues to hit the baseball. He's averages now up at 500 after that swing. Now Trey Sweeney is at the dish. He had a 500 average going into this game. He grounds into a double play. No, because the throw was offline, and it takes Gurriel off the bag. So that's not an error or anything. It's just a fielder's choice. Now it's Jacob Nottingham, who had a big day on opening day. Had a couple of home runs on opening day. 5 for 18 so far on the season here. 278 on that average. He's now got 2 strikes on him here. As there is a four-seamer. Swing and a miss. Beautiful pitch by Hunter Green outside the zone. And that's his biggest strikeout of the game, as he's really running into trouble for the first time since the first couple of innings tonight. That was a huge strikeout. Now he's got 0-2 on C.J. Abrams, who has to duck out of the way. Goes behind him here, and that was a pretty crazy wild pitch. So sent to the backstop. Runners on second and third. C.J. Abrams right here trying to take advantage of this, and could come through. He's got 2 men in scoring position right now. As here it comes from Green. It's a four-seamer, 97. Gas. Pumped right by C.J. Abrams. Huge couple of strikeouts by Hunter Green. He's got 6 in 5 innings. And he holds the door right there in that inning. Man, bottom of the 5th. Halfway home. Still 2-1 game. Here is Corbin Carroll. 3-1 to him. That's a ground ball just past the diving attempt of the first baseman. I believe KJ Harrison is actually playing first for this team. That's going to be a hit. A man on with one out for Gurriel. 1 for 2 on the day. That's a drive down the line. That one falls in, and from first to third is going to go Corbin Carroll, and he gets into third base easily. So a big time hit. That was a changeup. That was right down the middle. It got way too much of the plate. And really for the first time since the first inning, Stevenson running into trouble here in this 5th. He's already got 80 pitches right now. As there's a ground ball. That one, it gets right through the right side. Carroll will walk in to score, and this game is tied. Man, what a day so far for Trey Turner. He's got a walk and now 2 hits and now an RBI on the night. So big time swings from him in this game. 2-2. 2-2 count to Randy Arozarena. It's a two-seamer high fastball for the strikeout. Big K there for Stevenson. That's number 4 on the day. And let's look at this pitch sequence. 85 with that changeup, a 92 two-seamer. And those are good pitches. I mean, locates these pitches very well. The changeup might have been a little bit in the zone, a little bit more than you want, but all those pitches were pretty good for the most part. There's a fly ball to center. That one falls in as well. That's going to be a single. Going to score one run, and trying to score again, and being thrown out at home plate is Trey Turner. Not sure what he was trying to do there, as, I mean, going home in that situation, not ideal, but he is going to be thrown out of the plate. But, you know, Columbus does take the lead in that inning. They get 2 more runs, and that might be the last inning for Stevenson tonight. That was a high off-speed pitch that is swung on and missed. Hunter Green with 7 Ks now. Trevor Long at 4 for 18 so far on the season. He's 0 for 2 today, as there's a pop-up in foul territory. Over to make that catch is Gleyber Torres, and 6 really good innings by Hunter Green. In line for the win right now if his bullpen can steal the door. But let's see what happens. Here's 7 hits for Columbus, and yeah, they're going to go to the bullpen. And they're going to bring on Matthew Thompson, who just really hasn't done very well at all in this season so far. I mean, a 7.1. Yeah, 7.1 innings pitched already. I mean, that's just a bad ERA. They're at nearly 9, or above 9, actually. And Jonathan Davis is 4 for 9 this season. And he's about to be 500. That's going to be a base hit over into right field. Margell brings it back in. But there's a single to start the bottom of the 6th. And Ohio here already up by 1, trying to add on to their lead. Jacob Stallings, only 2 hits so far this season. And trying to steal second base, and he's actually going to be going to steal that bag. The first successful stolen base attempt in this game for the Cardinals, as they've been gunned down a couple of times. But Jonathan Davis, his first steal of the year, has a full count pitch to Stallings, and it's a ground ball. A good stop here at short, and the throw across the diamond to get the out there. So 5 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs. Not a terrible start, honestly, for Paul Stevenson in his Major League debut. Now we're going to go to the top of the 7th. Here's Trey Sweeney, 7 for 16 on the season. He's 0 for 2 today. That's impressive. 7 hits already for him. And that's a changeup that misses below the zone for a ball. That's really only... that might be Green's first walk of the day, and that's actually going to be his last pitch. As you know, when you're in the 7th inning, it's a 1-run game, and the manager decides to pull the plug here, go to the bullpen, and try and maybe preserve a win, potentially, for Green. He is going to be responsible for the runner on first base, but Yasmar Pateen's going to come out of the bullpen. I'm not sure why they haven't used him yet this year, but 82 innings last year, 101 innings, 2.74 ERA, and a 0.89 whip. He was one of the best bullpen options in the entire Major Leagues last season. And he's going to come on here in a big spot in this 7th inning. Jordan Waller at the plate, trying to steal second base. And Trey Sweeney is thrown out at second. That's not a terrible jump, but just a good pitch to steal. Not a good pitch to steal on, and a great throw by Jacob Stallings there behind the plate. So quite a lot of guys cut down on the base pass, trying to steal today. As there's a line drive. That ball was speared by Gurriel at first base. Good play there to end the top of the 7th. So Charlotte can't do anything there. 7th inning stretch time. And Luis Cessa is going to be brought on the mound here in this inning. Cessa, only 1.2 innings this year, has given up a run, it looks like. But he's got 1 out in this inning already. Here's Yuli Gurriel, 8 for 19 so far this season. A couple of singles today. And a 2-2 to him here. There's a slider swung on and missed. Dangerous pitch to a guy who's been hitting the ball very well this season, but he gets away with it as Gurriel laid on that pitch there, not expecting that one. So a big second out here as the count is full to Trey Turner, who's having a good day, 2 for 2. Ground ball back up the middle, make him 3 for 3, and he's gone on base all 4 times. He has been up, and You know, of course, him getting on base is dangerous because of his speed, as that ball is in the dirt, and, I mean, just no shot at being able to get Turner with that. That is a wild pitch, and he's now in scoring position. So, big pitch here with Harold Ramirez looming. It's a ground ball. Stopped at short. Over to first. That throw is going to pull Harrison off the bag. And I would think that would give Randy Arozarena credit for a base hit on that play. That was going to be a ridiculously tough play for the shortstop to make. That's a beautiful pitch to Harold Ramirez there by Sesa, dropping that one right into the at the knees on the inside corner. The count is full. Big pitch here. And it's a circle change, swung on and missed for the strikeout. Big hold by Luis Sesa there in the 7th inning with a man 90 feet away. And this game's still at 2-3 as we go into the 8th inning. A good, tight, low-scoring affair in this one. And Ohio's going to bring in their setup man, Tony Watson, who's, already got a save in an opportunity this year, actually. But 2 innings for him, 2 strikeouts, no walks, no hits. I mean, just no base runners so far allowed by him this season. 1-2 count on Adam Frazier with an out in the inning already. And that's a changeup. Swung on and missed. Wow, a nice pitch by Tony Watson. Let's look at the StatCast on this pitch sequence. Starts him out with a fastball. That was the hittable pitch right there. You got to hit that one. A changeup right down the middle because every other pitch was just beautiful in that at-bat by Tony Watson. Now it's Margot, 1 for 3 with that bunt base hit earlier. It's a fly ball into the outfield here as in foul ground, but making the play is Jonathan. No, that's Randy Arozarena there in right field to end the top of the 8th. So we are now into the late stages, man. Colby Allard comes out of the bullpen here, and he's given up a few walks already this season in only 2.1 innings. But trying to keep this score right where it is in the bottom of the 8th. Here's Jonathan Davis again, back up at the plate. 500 average, 5 for 10 this year, as that is a 2-0 pitch that is below the knees. So 3-0 to Davis. Gleyber Torres only batting 158 right now, sitting on deck for him. As a big pitch here is a 3-0. And that one not particularly close on 3-0. It's below the knees. And Colby Allard already his 4th walk of the season. That was a 4-pitch walk to begin the frame. And here's Gleyber Torres. Only 3 hits so far this year. 1-2 pitch. And it's a changeup at the knees for strike 3. My goodness, what a pitch by Colby Allard. That was perfect paint right there. Now it's Matt Duffy. That average all the way down to 381. As they try it still again here, and being thrown out once again is Jonathan Davis. He did actually successfully steal a bag earlier, but that's the 4th time that, the Cardinals have tried to steal in this game, and they have been caught trying to steal the bag. So I don't know, they probably maybe shouldn't steal as much in future games because they've been kind of bitten by that in this one a couple of times. That is going to be ball 4, another walk. So Allard racking up the walks already this season. He's got 6 of them. Just needs to get through this inning, though. Here's Jacob Stallings, 2 for 16 on the year, and the 0-1 to him is a fly ball. It's into right field, and underneath it is Margot. He's going to make that catch. Ends the 8th inning, and nothing happening there for Ohio. They get a couple of base runners, but no runs. So we're going to go to the 9th. And Ohio is still holding on to a 3-2 lead.
Your attention, please.
Well, here's Drew Pomerantz. There's team's closer. He's already got a save. And he did give up a couple of walks in his first inning of work this season, but he's definitely a reliable closer for them. As here's Trevor Larnach at the plate. 2-2. Larnach is going to ground that one back up the middle, and it's going to be a hit. So that's what you need if you're Charlotte here, getting some base runners on, and now the tying run is on the base pass for KJ Harrison, who has been ridiculous this season. 2 for 3, as that's a good pitch right there. Beautiful knuckle curve. I mean, 9 for 19 this season with, 5 home runs. That is insane. Got a home run and a single tonight. 1-2 pitch. It's a 4-seamer Swing and a miss. Huge strikeout by Pomerantz there on a hot hitter in KJ Harrison. And that was just textbook high cheese right there. And Harrison laid on that pitch. So coming off the bench is going to be Ryan McBroom, who, I don't know how many at-bats he has. He's only probably had a couple. He has gotten on base once, it looks like here, but 3-1 to him now, and that is a good curveball there. That one, a 3-1 pitch. It's one that McBroom probably should have swung at. Now the count is full, and it's another high fastball. He goes to the high cheese again. Just no chance for McBroom on this at-bat. That pitch was filthy, and now there's 2 outs in this inning. A couple of back-to-back strikeouts here. And, yeah, that fastball and that knuckle curve, those are both hittable pitches. You got to hit one of those. Now it's Jordan Lawler. 2 for 3 in this game. 5 for 16 this season so far. But down to the last strike now is Charlotte. And here it comes, a fly ball on the four-seamer. And there's Arozarena. He is underneath it. He puts it away. And the game is over. Ohio Columbus. I really should change their acronym because they're not actually Ohio, but Columbus wins here in this one. They will be above 500. They improve their record to 3-2. Meanwhile, the Pilots, I think, are like 1-4, 1-5 this year. They're not doing great. They won the opening day game, but they haven't won. I don't think they've won since. But, yeah, Columbus just above 500 with that win. And a good game. Both pitchers that we were on and really highlight did well on this one. KJ Harrison continuing to mash the baseball. He's one of the early young guys in a storyline for us so far in this season. But, be sure to check up on how these pitchers are doing and, hop into some of their games if they're doing well this season. But let's look at that final out. And the Cardinals do, in fact, sweep the Pilots in this series. So, yeah, the Pilots played, and they didn't play this team to begin the season. They played the Bison, but you look at Charlotte here, and, their offense right now hasn't been that bad. C.J. Abrams hasn't been great right now. Adam Frazier's batting 300. Pretty much everybody in this batting order, most of the guys in this batting order today, had at least one hit tonight. Harrison batting 450 after this bowl game. Jordan Lawler batting 294. No hits for Trey Sweeney. He was only 0 for 2, though. But, yeah, Harrison did have the only, big RBIs and big hits of this game. But, 450 average, 5 home runs, and 5 home runs, 8 RBIs through, 4 games this season. That is really impressive. And then Stevenson, he does get slapped with the loss, but he didn't really pitch that terrible, in my opinion. Especially considering how his first inning went. He gave up 2 hits and, a walk and a couple of hit batters in that first inning, but he only gave up 3 runs, 4 strikeouts as a whole. The bullpen for Charlotte was really good in this game, didn't actually give up any runs. But you look at the Columbus lineup here, and, pretty much everybody, the bottom of the order didn't do much. Torres, Duffy, and Stallings didn't get a hit, but everybody else did. Trey Turner was 3 for 3 tonight. He's got a 474 average. He had his 3rd RBI of the season. Ramirez had a couple. He's got 4 now on the year, batting 333. Jonathan Davis still batting 500 this year. He had a couple of walks in this one, and Yoli Gurriel batting 400. So some high averages right now for Columbus. Their offense has been better than I advertised, better than I expected them to be this season. 3 guys caught stealing today, but Hunter Green had a really good day, and he gets the credit for the win. 6.1 innings, only 5 hits, only 2 runs allowed, a walk, and 7 strikeouts. So, really good start for him. Esmar Petit did his job, and then Tony Watson got the hole. Drew Pomerantz got his 2nd save of the year. So a good close game there as Columbus takes that one and wins it 2-3. And now we go into another game between a couple of young pitchers here. Both teams sitting at 2-2 to begin the season here. As we have rookies Jackson Jobe and Grayson Rodriguez in this one. Jackson Jobe has already pitched some this year. He kind of started out as more of a long reliever, then I moved him to be a starter here. But Jackson Jobe has pitched 4 innings already, and I like where his stats are at. Nothing here is going to wow you. He's not elite at anything, but he's just very evenly well-rounded as a whole. And 20 years old. Grayson Rodriguez was acquired in the Chris Sale trade for the Chinooks here. And, I mean, all his stats look really good, except for that walk per 9 stat. It's only at 34. And, hopefully that doesn't hold him back a ton this season. I want to see him do well and succeed. 96 on that 4-seamer. He's got 72 K per 9 and 66 home run per 9. So, I mean, his per 9s are really good besides his walk per 9. But I am a little bit worried because that walk per 9, usually when I've played this game and I've done sims, a low walk per 9 stat does not, I mean, that's like the worst per 9 to have really low because it just, it's just hard for a guy with that low of a per 9 to do very well in the simulation in this game usually. So, hope that's not the case for Grayson Rodriguez here, but we'll just have to see. Mentioned already, both teams 2-2. And here's a look at this team's farm system right now. It's not amazing, but yeah, Grayson Rodriguez, who's number 9 in the major leagues right now in terms of top prospects. Emmanuel Cummings, a elite pitcher that they drafted last year. He's number 6. He's in AA right now. John Mayberry, number 3. He's also a draft pick from last year. And then you got Xavier Edwards in AAA, Nick Pratto, Drew Waters, Uri Perez, Michael Toglia, Billy Wellington, and Miranda Ortiz in that list, kind of rounding things out. And, I mean, Michael Toglia, he's a guy that I could see him having some Major League action this year. He's very close to a Major League appearance. But, the Portland farm system isn't elite or anything. It's pretty average, middle of the road compared to a lot of other teams. But, Grayson Rodriguez pitching here, he gets a ground out for his first out of his Major League career against Juan Franco. And you see this lineup right now, only 10 runs through 4 games. And not a lot of high averages here. Hunter Renfroe batting .313. Ryan Gilles batting .264. But nobody else has really been hitting very well for this team at the moment. Here's Nathaniel Lowe, only batting .133. He's got a home run, though, and 3 RBIs this season. As here is a 2-0 from Rodriguez. And there's a ground ball. That one's going to get on through. I mean, really no chance for a diving Ty France there. That's going to be a base hit. And Grayson Rodriguez going to try to work around a base runner here, as that's a 4-seam fastball. That does get the zone. That's a strike to Marcus Semien, who's got a home run and 2 RBIs, batting .214 in this season so far. As here's the 0-1. I kind of like Phoenix. I think they might surprise people. I think this is going to be a better team than last year. What a play from Charlie Culberson. Oh my goodness. I mean, this guy's won some Gold Gloves in his career, and he's a diamond fielder out there. And look at that play. Diving to his right, and just stopping that ball and throwing it from his knees. That was a crazy play right there. Oh, no, that was Matt Chapman. I don't know why I said Charlie Culberson, but that was Matt Chapman. Yeah, I mean, Matt Chapman, one of the best players, one of the best third basemen defensively in baseball for a reason. Hunter Renfroe so far, 2 home runs, 3 RBIs, a .313 average already. Good stuff from him. He is going to swing and miss on a curveball there. That ball down, and a beautiful pitch from Rodriguez for his first Major League strikeout to end his first Major League inning of action. So here's Jackson Jobe, and, 4 innings, 4 strikeouts, 1.5 whip so far, 5 hits allowed, but no runs yet. I mean, he's done well. Very early, small sample size here, but, we'll see what he can do this season. 4.12 average for Val Contreras to start the year. He's one of those younger infielders for this Portland team that I think has a lot of potential to become really, really good. I think he's already one of the better hitters on this team this year. As that was a ground ball back up the middle. He's going to get another hit here. And now here's Ty France. .313 average so far. He didn't really hit that well as he could have last year. And trying to go to second base. And that was, that was a mistake there by Jackson Jobe. We got to just get the out at first. And they don't get any outs anywhere. So now it's Bo Bichette. I mean, .333 average and 1 home run, 4 RBIs. Yeah, he's the star of the show here around Portland. Best hitter on the team. 3-1 count to him. That's a slider. It was right up the middle. And they're going to get 1 out here. But the throw pulls off the bag. And That's only one out there. Double play, possibly. I mean, this is going to be a tough play to make. But, yeah, not a great throw by Wander Franco. Yeah, that would have been a double play if it was an accurate throw. So now first and third, one out for Kyle Lewis. Only batting 154 this year. That's a ground ball to Alec Boehm. Jump throw across the diamond to get the out. Good play by Alex Boehm, but that will indeed score a run. So an RBI ground out there. As it's 1-0. Portland line drive. Nice catch by Boehm, preventing a base hit right there into left field. So a hit and a run, and Portland does score their first run off of Jackson Jobe this season. As we go to the top of the second, 1-0. Here is Alex Boehm. 133 average to begin the year. That was a beautiful changeup for his second strikeout for Rodriguez this season. And here's Ronnie Tellez at 364 average, a 1.189 OPS so far, 1 home run and 2 RBIs. He's been probably the best hitter on this team through 4 games for Phoenix. There's a fly ball. Naquin's under it, and he makes that catch to end the top of the second inning. So, I mean, a good couple of frames so far for Stevenson. Or no, for Rodriguez. There's Tyler Naquin, an 884 OPS. He's got a home run this year already. And a 1-1. That's going to be another line drive and another base hit allowed for Jackson Jobe here early on. And yeah, these Portland hitters have kind of come out to play against him. They have been making some solid contact so far. Here's Astinas Aquino, and a 250 average for him, 2 home runs and 2 RBIs already. And maybe a guy that I would look to deal at the deadline if he's doing well this season. We'll have to see what his numbers look like. That's a 4-seam fastball for strike 2. And it's kind of surprising he's been in the major leagues for 6 years already. But now the count has moved up to 0-2 here on him. And that's a slider. Is swung on and missed. So not Joe's first strikeout of his career, but that is his first strikeout as a starter in his major league career, and his 5th one of his career, as there's 1 down now in this inning. Well, here's Anderson Tejada, 214 average so far. That's a ground ball. Boom, not going to get to this one. It's going to go into left field for a hit here, so Anderson Tejada getting on with a single. 2 men on, 1 man out for Carson Kelly. And he's going to foul that 4-seamer back. Carson Kelly, 250 on the average right now this year with an RBI and a 733 OPS. Now an 0-2 to Kelly here. And that's a good 4-seam fastball there at the top of the zone. Beautiful pitch from Jackson Jobe. He gets his second strikeout of the inning. And yeah, I mean, that one is just perfect, as just could not pull the trigger on it. Now there's 2 down in the inning. Val Contreras up for his second at bat of the game, and he's going to walk Jackson Jobe, man, giving up a lot of base runners right now, as that's his second walk of the game already. Bases are loaded here. Ty France looking to take advantage of this opportunity, as that's a line drive and a good catch by Wander Franco, taking a hit away and an RBI at that from Ty France. So some quick feet here from these defenders for Phoenix have prevented some hits and prevented some runs. Still 1-0 as we go to the 3rd inning, as that is an 0-1 that is in the strike zone. And here's Henry Davis. Saw him play a little bit last year, but this is going to be his rookie season here as this team's starting catcher. I think he might be the DH on this team right now, but that's a fly ball. That one's going to fall on in to right field. Naquin brings it back to the field here, but a good hit by Henry Davis. So man on for Wander Franco. 0-for-1 on the day. That slider drops in there for a strike. Only 1 hit so far for Franco, and really Grayson Rodriguez has located his pitches very well so far in this game. That was a good slider there. And let's see what he comes with here on an 0-1 pitch. And it's a fastball that is hit pretty well. I mean, a little bloop shot right here by Wander Franco, and it's going to end up being a base hit, and actually Franco is going to go up all the way to second base. A little bit of a risky move right there, but Wander Franco has his second double and is only his second hit of the year. That's a ground ball to Bo Bichette, and no option here but to go to first base. That's going to be an RBI ground out as well now for Phoenix. So that's how they get on the board, and we're tied up at 1. Here's Marcus Semien, only 3 for 15 so far this year. 3-1 count to him here, trying to get back in the strike zone, and he does with a 4-seamer there on the outside corner. Great pitch by Rodriguez on that one. So now the count is full. 3-2 here to Semien. It's a fly ball, and it's into center field. Kyle Lewis has it in his reach and has it on the run. He's got that one to end the top of the 3rd inning. But a run for Phoenix. They get on the board with an RBI ground of both teams. A hit or 3 hits and a run through 2.5. Here's Bo Bichette. And Bo Bichette going to line this one. That one's going to be over the glove and over the head of Alec Bohm. And that's a base hit for Bo Bichette. So a big swing right there by him. And another base runner for Jackson Jobe to contend with. Here's now Kyle Lewis. That one batted in front of him. And Jobe no chance or no choice but to just go to first base there. He gets that out. But a man now in scoring position with 2 outs for Tyler Naquin. 1 for 1, 4 for 15 on the season. Here's the 1-2 to Naquin here. It's a ground ball and a curve. Back up the middle. That one's going to get through for a single. As Bo Bichette is around 3rd. He's going to score. And up to 2nd goes Naquin with the base hit. And the fielder's choice gets into 2nd base. And Portland's back on the board. They take the lead here in the 3rd inning. It's 2-1. And so already the 5th hit given up by Jackson Jobe, and he's allowed a couple of walks as well. Just quite a few base runners to this point already for him, as that's a ground ball and a stop there, a throw to first base to end the 3rd inning. And Tyler Naquin, though, putting the Chinooks back on the board. 5 hits, 2 runs, they're ahead at the end of 3 innings. And we're at the top of the 4th. Here's Grayson Rodriguez against Hunter Renfroe here to begin this inning. And that was a changeup that is crushed way back into the gap here. And up to 2nd base goes Lau, and that is a double. I mean, that was a bad pitch there. One of the worst ones that we've seen Grayson Rodriguez throw in this game. Hunter Renfroe with his 2nd double of the year. Now Adam Hazley at the plate, and there's a line drive, and that one is going to be caught and speared by Chapman for a big out number 2. So 2 down in the inning, trying to get around that double. Here's now Artie Tellez, 4 for 12 on the season. Here, going into this at-bat, 0-1, and that ball runs up on him and hits him in the elbow. And he looks to be all right as he goes to first base. So 2 on, 2 out for Tyrone Taylor. 3 for 13 on the season this year. 2 on, 2 out for him, 1-1 count. It's a ground ball to Anderson Tejada. He's got it in his grasp here, and he just throws it to first base. So a couple of base runners there in that inning for Grayson Rodriguez, but he works around them and does not give up a run. So now, bottom of the 4th, Jackson Jobe, one of his better innings so far, has a base runner on, but there's 2 outs, and that's a fly ball. Pretty easy play here for Hunter Renfroe, and that was a relatively clean inning for Jackson Jobe there in the 4th. As we're moving pretty quickly in this game, now we're already on to the 5th inning. Here is Henry Davis at the plate. 0-2 to Henry Davis. It's a 4-seamer, and it's strike 3. Beautiful pitch there on the inside corner. That was perfect location by Rodriguez. I think that's his 4th or 5th strikeout of the game already, as that's a 4-seamer that gets in there for a strike. And we saw Wander Franco's 2nd hit of the season last time he was at the plate. Now a 2-2 to him here. And there's a line drive. That one falls in to left field. And Franco's got himself another hit here tonight. And he's going to get up to 2nd base with another double. So, you know, he's had more hits tonight in this game than he had all season going in. 3rd double already of the year. And now it's Marcus Semien here with 2 outs. Looking to take advantage of a base runner. That curveball was a brilliant pitch right there. Dropped on right in to him. And, I mean, we haven't seen a walk yet from Grayson Rodriguez. That low walk line has not really had much of an effect on him so far in this game, at least. 0-2, it's a changeup! Swing and a miss! Beautiful pitch by Grayson Rodriguez. One of his biggest ones of the game here to this point. That was nasty. And we are halfway home in this one. another low-scoring affair here tonight, as it's 2-1, Portland ahead. Well, so here's now Bo Bichette at the plate in the bottom of the 5th inning, and he is going to swing and miss. Now, a beautiful pitch by Jackson Jobe. That one was a brilliant strike right there. Now 2 down in the 5th inning with Matt Chapman at the plate. And Chapman so far 0 for 2 on the day. And the first pitch to him here, that's a good curveball. I mean, man, if you can locate pitches that good right there consistently, you are a dangerous pitcher. Jackson Jobe has been pitching a lot better the last couple of innings. And he's going to finish with this beautiful curveball. Filthy pitch. Chapman way out in front of it for a strikeout. And, I mean, Jackson Jobe dealt with some base runners in this game. But overall, I mean, only has given up 2 runs in 5 innings. I call that a success in your first actual official Major League start. Well, here's Adam Hazley at the plate here to start the 6th inning, and already 2 down in this frame. Rodriguez still at 74 pitches. He's good on that pitch count. That's a ground ball to Chapman, and that one is going to be thrown over across the diamond. And Grayson Rodriguez, man, he's been actually, he's been impressing me so far in this game. Now we're in the 6th inning, and Jackson Jobe is going to try for a 6th inning. His stamina isn't that great. But, at 87 pitches, this should be probably his last frame of the day, I would imagine. 2-2 to Anderson Tejada here. And that slider misses outside of the strike zone for ball 3. The count now full, as, I don't know if that was an alert. That was an alert for either out of energy or low energy. That's a fly ball to Taylor. And he's going to make this catch, though, in the outfield. And that will end the day, I would assume, for Jackson Jobe tonight. He actually pitched very, very well. Overall, despite the base runners he allowed in this one, that's a drive just over the second baseman, Bichette, and into the outfield for a single. So man on to start the 7th inning here against Rodriguez. That's a beautiful slider to Tyrone Taylor. My goodness, what a pitch right there. Count is at 2-2 now, trying to get into the 7th inning in this game. As that's a slider swung on and missed. Man, I mean, Grayson Rodriguez has got good stuff. He really does. He just has to locate it effectively, and that's, going to be his biggest question mark for him in his career. But so far today, he's been locating very well. As here's Henry Davis now, and Davis struck out. It was his last time up, as that one misses inside to him, a 2-1 count. The count is now even at 2-2. As it's a fly ball, that one will fall in to left field, as to third base is going to go the runner here, and he's going to get in to third base safely. I believe that is Tyrone Taylor there, maybe. Or maybe Tyrone Taylor was the guy that was just at the plate, but Henry Davis gets a single, and is going to knock Grayson Rodriguez out of the game here in the 7th inning. So what a day for Grayson Rodriguez, and he's going to tip his hat to the crowd here, who applauds him for a job well done. I mean, he is going to be responsible for both the runners on base. If they both score, he would be on the hook for the loss here. So a pretty big spot for TJ Antone to come in this game. I mean, man on the corners, 1 out. Wander Franco's 2 for 3 in this game. He totally misses on that slurve, though. That was a beautiful pitch right there. And yeah, a strikeout would be pretty clutch right now for TJ Antone. The biggest spot of this game right here. 0-2. And it's a fly ball, and it's in his center field. Kyle Lewis is underneath it. I mean, not a lot of speed there at third base, but this is a pretty deep throw here, and it's offline, and there's not going to be a chance to get the runner. So Phoenix will, in fact, tie the game up. And Wander Franco, a good day for him. A couple of doubles and now a sac fly. So we're knotted up at 2. We are now in the 7th inning. And Nathaniel Lowe is going to ground it over to France. What a play by Ty France. He's going to throw it to first base, as covering there was Antone. And a huge play right there, stealing a base hit away from the batter. Look at that, stretching out and making the play. Beautiful right there. A 7th inning stretch time now. And it's getting a little bit more intense for these fans, as they are now tied here at 2 in this one. Justin Dunn's going to come out of the bullpen. A 2.25 ERA in only 4 innings. A small sample size. He's got a problem with walks. His K/9 is really low. And he's struggling to find the strike zone already here out of the gate in this inning, as it's already 3-0. So now a 3-1 pitch to Contreras, and that is going to find the strike zone. It is a strike. As you see, another win for Shane Bieber to start the year. He's been pitching very well so far this season. A 3-0 and a 3-1 as that one misses inside. That is ball 4, and that is a walk. So there's the go-ahead run on base for Portland. And an 0-1 now to Ty France. He's 0 for 3 on the day. That one is going to be in the zone for strike 2. Ty France shaking his head. He doesn't really think that one was a strike. And yeah, you look at that strike zone there. It probably was actually below the knees. And now he's going to swing and miss at a slider. That was way outside. And Justin Dunn does get a big strikeout right there. And yeah, I mean, that 0-1 pitch probably wasn't a strike. But this is a good pitch. I mean, 10-inch break on this one. 2,516 RPM on that baby. That was a good slider right there by Justin Dunn. So now 2 out in the inning. As here's Bo Bichette at the plate. That ball is in the dirt. Davis picks it up. And they are going to get the runner at second base. Wow, Val Contreras is thrown out at second. And, I mean, no argument from him there. That was a brilliant play by Henry Davis behind the dish. Wow. So we're going to go to the 7th inning, and we're still tied at 2. Spiders absolutely destroying their competition in their game on this day. That's a slurve swung on and missed. Nice pitch to Alec Boehm right there. And TJ Antone did his job very well. You know, did give up the sac fly, but he gets through the 8th inning and, I mean, doesn't allow anything in that frame. So we go to the bottom of the 8th. And here is Bo Bichette to begin this inning. He's 5 for 15 on the year. Justin Dunn still pitching here in this inning. As that's a ground ball right back up the middle for a single. And the Chinooks now with 7 hits on their afternoon. Both teams have 7 hits now on the day. So man on first, 1 away. Matt Chapman at the plate here. 1-1 to him and trying to steal second base and getting there with relative ease is Bo Bichette. That is his first stolen base of the year. And yeah, he had a great jump on Justin Dunn. A good pitch to steal on there, an off-speed pitch in the dirt. And well executed steal there. So the go-ahead run is on second base now, as that is a slurve that misses below the zone. The count moves to 3-1 now. Big pitch here to Matt Chapman. And the 3-1, he is going to be inside. It's ball 4. The second walk of this appearance for Justin Dunn, and that is his big issue, is with the free pass. And with Tyler Naquin coming up, 5 for 17 on the day, a couple of singles and an RBI, they're going to go back to their bullpen. I mean, the Scorpions' bullpen is not very good, I'll grant you that, but we're going to bring in somebody besides Justin Dunn right now, who's kind of struggled with giving up some base runners. And here's Josh Taylor. He didn't have a good season last year, but, you know, we'll see. I mean, this is a big spot for him. That's a pop-up. Marcus Simeon's got the catch and the second out of the inning, and that is pretty brutal right there if you're Portland. An infield pop-out, very unproductive out. And now Charlie Culberson is going to come off the bench. And he is on this team, so, I mean, I wasn't completely mistaken when I said his name earlier. But I think this is his first at-bat of the season. And what an at-bat it is, and what a situation to come in with, you know, 2 on and 2 out in the bottom of the 8th inning. That was a beautiful pitch by Taylor there. Curveball swung on and missed. 1-2 count. Line drive. Wander Franco is on it. Makes the catch. That's the end of the 8th inning. Huge play by Wander Franco. And we are going to be still knotted at 2. We're going to go to the 9th inning now. Really good close game here today as 2 outs in this 9th inning. That's a stop by Ty France. He's going to pick it up across to the pitcher. Good job by Anton. Actually, I don't know why they're showing Anderson Tejada there, but good job as another 0 put up by this Portland bullpen. 8-9-1 in the bottom of the 9th with Portland looking to walk it off here in this one. Your first walk-off that we were seeing this year as Nick Sandlin comes out of the bullpen. And yeah, he had a 5.26 ERA and a 1.46 whip last year. So, yikes, he didn't do very well last season. But, you know, not a lot of options to go to with your Phoenix in your bullpen. That was a nice pitch there, though, to get the strikeout, to get the first out of this inning here. A good fastball to start the at-bat. I mean, these are some good pitches right here, actually, by Nick Sandlin. Nothing really, you know, in the zone for the batter to crush. So now Carson Kelly at the plate here as an 0-1 to him. That's a ground ball. That's not going to be stopped there. It's going to go right into right field for a single. The throw kind of gets away from him there, but here's the winning run now at first base for Portland, trying to take advantage of that. And here it comes to Val Contreras. He's going to take that slider for a strike, but Val, a good game today, 2 for 2 on the day, 9 for 19 on the season. He's had a good start to the year for sure. 3-2. That slur there, that sinker misses for ball 4. Winning run moves up another 90 feet. He's now in scoring position. 2 on, 1 out for Ty France, who's 0 for 4 in this game. He's 0 for 7 in this series to this point. Big time opportunities kind of come through right here. That's a slider that misses for ball 1. And that's an interesting stat there. Chinooks have left 9 on base. The Scorpions have left 6 on base. I mean, Portland has had a lot of opportunities. They get more than just 2 runs in this game. And they're going to add another base runner here to this opportunity as Nick Sandlin walks another batter. And now the bases are loaded here with only 1 out for the best hitter in the lineup in Bo Bichette. 6 for 16 on the season. He's got 2 hits tonight. Huge opportunity. Huge situation here. Nick Sandlin, first pitch of the at-bat, a line drive. It's caught by Bohm, and is going to go to home for 1 and to first, and it's a double play. Wow. What is that, a 5-1-3 double play? I have not seen that play effectively ran in this game very much. Good heads-up play right there by Alec Bohm to get the lead runner first, and they turn it. Wow. That is crazy. That's like the first time that I've actually ever had that double play happen in a game. Of course, I was controlling him, so I went home with it immediately. But I've never actually seen that or been able to pull that off in this game. That is awesome. Ryan Murphy comes out of the bullpen. Ryan Murphy this season has actually been very good. He's a Rule 5 draft pick for Portland, actually. He's only given him like 1 run this year so far. That's a fly ball, and that is caught right in the extra innings now. First extra inning game that we've seen this year, I believe. That one is caught, and now it's Nathaniel Lowe, 3 for 19 with an RBI in this ball game, 3 for 19 on the season. 2 outs here in this top of the 10th inning. And here's the 1-2. It's a fly ball to Tyler Naquin. And he's going to make this catch as that one to the right fielder. And that'll end the top of the 10th. So another opportunity for Portland to walk this game off here in this one. We'll just have to see. Nick Sandlin is going to start this 10th inning. He's already got 1 out here in this frame. There's a ground ball. Nice stop by Nathaniel Lowe. He's going to go, he's going to take it himself there to get the 2nd out of the inning. Nick Sandlin so far, effective day in this start here. And here's Tyler Naquin up again, 2 for 4 on the night, 5 for 15 on the season. 2-0 here, trying to avoid an 11th inning. And it's a ground ball, stopped by Sandlin on a couple of hops. And the throw over to first base. That's in time, that ends the inning. And we are going to another extra inning. There's no extra inning runner in this game, and not at least in my settings. So they got to score the run in an old-fashioned way as we're in the top of the 11th inning. 1 down for Hunter Renfroe, who's got a double earlier in this game. Ryan Murphy here, the 1-2. And it's a ground ball. Ty France has it, and France doesn't know whether to go to first or to throw it to the pitcher, and it's going to actually end up being a base hit. And, this was a play that could have been made here, but, this was like, it really got caught in the in-between zone. He was trying to maybe run it himself to first base at first, and then he realized he couldn't do that. and then it tried to throw it to first, but couldn't do it in time. And now it's a ground line drive up the middle. Lau is going to go from first to third, as that's a base hit by Alec Bohm. And now there's men on the corners. Big swing by Alec Bohm right there. And now the go-ahead run 90 feet away for Phoenix. There's Adam Hazley, 0 for 4 on the afternoon tonight. But the biggest opportunity in this game to get some runs is Ryan Murphy kind of struggling here in this 11th inning. 1 and 2 to Hazley. And it's a swing and a miss on a changeup. Wow, that is a huge pitch right there by Ryan Murphy. Absolutely massive. Ryan Chalez at the plate. 5 for 14 on the season. 1 for 3 on the day today. He's got to come up clutch. 2 out in the inning. Here's the 1-1. That's a fly ball into left field. It is going to drop in for a single as Meneses is there to stop it. But one run scores around third. Comes the other runner. The throw to the third baseman, and the cutoff man gets away from him. And 2 runs are going to come in to score off of Ryan Chalez's double. Big time 2-out, 2-run double by Ronnie Chalez. He's coming up clutch so far this season. The best hitter on this team. Wow, what a big swing. Phoenix ahead 4-2. Jorge Bonifacio is at the plate. Bonifacio, Rule 5 draft pick in the offseason for Phoenix. And he's going to be a guy that is going to have a pretty big role, I think, in this offense as an outfielder. Well, first at bat of the season for him here. And it's a swing and a drive into left field. Meneses running out of room. And that ball is gone! Jorge Bonifacio with a huge home run. A 4-run 11th inning for Phoenix. And they're ahead 6-2. And Bonifacio's got some potential. He's got like high B potential in this game. That was a cutter. Just crushed. As Ryan Murphy there, has not done his job in this 11th inning. He's getting crushed in this frame. And, I mean, not a no-doubter, but 388 on the distance. Meneses just can't have a play on that one. He doesn't get to it fast enough. And they're going to bring out Michael Feliz, who had a pretty disastrous regular season last year with a 5.81 ERA. But, man, a brutal inning here for Portland, especially after all the opportunities that they had to, try and come back in this game and try and score another run. That one's speared at short by Bichette. But, man, Portland's going to have to make some magic happen. They're down 4 here as we go into the bottom of the 11th inning. Well, here's Victor Gonzalez. And actually his first start of this season. He didn't play at all last year, apparently, as he's going to be on the mound here in this bottom of the 11th. And here's Yohan Meneses. I mean, not a draft pick for them, not a Rule 5 draft pick or anything. But he's at the dish here. He's going to ground it over to Alec Bohm. And Alec Bohm is not going to have a play. No. Meneses beats him out for it. That's a base hit. And that actually is Yohan Meneses' first Major League hit of his career. So congratulations to Meneses, who came in on a double switch, I believe, earlier in this game. And he's got his first Major League knock. So an infield single for him. That's pretty exciting there. And, I mean, that's what you need if you're Portland at this stage of this game. You're down 4. You need some base runners. And Meneses providing that for you here in the early innings. All right, right away in this 11th inning. Now here's Anderson Tejada. 1 for 4 on the day. Fly ball. Hazley there underneath it. He will make this catch. That's an out number 1. That's a big out right here in this 11th inning. So 1 down in the frame for Logan O'Hoppe. And it's going to be his first at-bats of the season here as well for him. So 1 and 2 to O'Hoppe here. There's a fly ball, and that one to Bonifacio here. Not having to move very much. He's going to settle under it and make the catch. There's out number 2. So Portland here down to their final out. And after the leadoff base hit here, not a lot happening as Alcantara comes to the dish. Still sitting at 9 for 19 on the season. Still sitting at 2 for 2. He's reached base all 4 times tonight. 1 and 2 to him here. Down to their final strike. And he's going to fly this one into the outfield here. That one falls into right field. Meneses is going to head up to third base. Man, I mean, all 4 times reaching, or 5 times reaching for Alcantara tonight. Yeah, he's having himself quite the day. Now Ty France at the plate here, 2-2 to him. There's a line drive. That's going to be a base hit. Nolan Meneses is going to score from third. And Ty France, with his first hit of the series here, makes it 6-3. Well, it's not done yet in this game. Now Taylor Rogers is going to come out from the bullpen. And he's already saved 2 games this season. 3 strikeouts to no walks. Looks like he's given up a hit against a righty and a lefty this year, but he's been good so far. Already looking for his 4th save of the season here with Bo Bichette at the plate. And now Bo Bichette's going to line this one. That one's fair! It's going to land fair in right field. Renfroe's chasing it. 1 run's going to score. And across third comes Ty France. And he's going to score! France beats it out. Portland's only down by 1. Bo Bichette with a 2-run double. And the comeback is on for Portland. I mean, the best hitter on the team coming up clutch, 6-5. Now Kyle Lewis at the plate. I mean, if anybody's due for something right now, it's Kyle Lewis. He's only got 2 hits this year. He's 0 for 5 today. He gets that bat of the game so far. And here it comes. It's a ground ball, base hit. And there goes Bichette. He's around third. Renfroe's throw to the plate is perfect! On line, and they get him out at home! Oh my goodness, what a throw by Hunter Renfroe in right field, a dime, and the game is over. As Phoenix holds on here in the 11th inning and wins it 6-5. Oh my goodness, what a crazy 11th inning right there. Portland almost rallied from 4 down in that inning. That is crazy. And a really good game, actually, in this one. But, man, oh, man. The Phoenix Scorpions get their 3rd win of the year. They go up to above 500 at 3-2. Meanwhile, falling to 2-3 is Portland. Look at this throw, man. All the way from right field to Hunter Renfroe. Throwing it, I mean, going to the ground, not even a bounce. I mean, that throw is just perfect right there. And, man, the Chinooks take this second game, or Phoenix takes this second game from Portland. What a game that was. Jorge Bonifacio gets player of the game for coming in and is only 1 at bat of the game. He hits a home run. That's pretty cool for him. But, man, Alcantara, I mean, 3 hits, 3 walks. Got him base 6 times today. That's incredible. Scored 2 times. Batting 500 right now. Ty France had a hit. He is batting 286 despite having kind of a bad series here in this one. But he did get an RBI. Bo Bichette had a good day. Batting 389. He's got 2 RBIs. 3 for 6 on the day. Kyle Lewis did have a hit and an RBI. Naquin had a couple hits and an RBI. I mean, really the top 3 batting order. Top 3 in this batting order are hitting well. But not a whole lot beyond that. You got France with 3 RBIs, Naquin with 2. Bichette has got 2 in this game. He's got 6 already, and Kyle Lewis with 2 as well. Garcia Rodriguez, a really good start for him. He doesn't get credit for anything, not a win or a loss, but 6.1 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs allowed, only no walks, so that's a really good sign. 5 strikeouts, a 2.84 ERA. Casey Antone, what a great day for him. 2.2 scoreless innings, got a strikeout, didn't even allow a hit. Murphy gave up 4 runs. He gets the loss in that 11th inning. And then Feliz got an out, gave up a hit. But there's the pitching for Portland in this one. And, I mean, that's going to be the end of the episode here for you guys as you get a quick look at Phoenix and their box score with Ronald Franco getting a couple of hits and an RBI. Brandon Lau getting a hit and an RBI. But really not a lot of high averages here so far on the year besides Hunter Renfroe batting 333. And Tellez batting 400 right now with another couple of RBIs. Jorge Bonifacio came up absolutely huge off the bench with a monster 2-run home run that ended up being the difference in the game, actually. As Lau with 4 RBIs now. Bonifacio got his first couple of Tellez. Also has 4 RBIs. But that is going to do it for me. And this episode, everybody, thank you guys so much for watching this one here. This is a fun episode, a fun couple of games for you. And we will have We'll have the Yukon Dynasty. I'll come out with an episode of that here in the next couple of days. We're going to be more consistent with uploads. I think I'm going to be doing that. But Jackson Jobe, 6 innings, 6 hits, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. A really good day for him, honestly, all around. And the rest of the bullpen pitched really well, besides Gonzalez gave up 3 hits and 3 runs in that 11th inning. And Taylor Rogers already with his 3rd save of the year. So that's going to do it for me, everybody. Thank you guys so much for watching for this one again. And I thank you guys for the support on the channel. Although, I noticed that my last FIU episode didn't really do that well. So, just tell me, guys. Tell me what what you would want to see from that series. If you want me to shorten the games, I can try and do that. I kind of do want to shorten the games. I don't want those episodes to really be an hour long. I want them to be more 30 to 40 minutes. So I kind of want to try and do that going forward. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate anybody who does watch my videos. And I mean, I'm having a lot of fun recording those games and recording the gameplays for you guys. So I hope you do enjoy that. But either way, thank you guys so much for watching again. And I will see you guys in the next one. You've been listening to Lucas from Mars. Have a great day, everybody. And God bless.